Okay, so we're in Calc 4, Abstract Topological Based Theoretical Advanced Calculus. Professor D. Swag is not here today. I'm Professor B. Main, and this is the alternative fundamental theorem of Swag. If you see our other video, you know the fundamental theorem of Swag basically states that you can change this inequality to say money is greater than bitches. That's the basic fundamental theorem of Swag, but that assumes that Swag is greater than 0. So we're going to write that over here. Whoops. Swag is greater than 0. Okay, so we're just going to get right into it. This lesson is about Swag discontinuity. So we're going to start off right with an example, because sometimes it's better to start off that way. So here we have Kanye West, and as a function of x, which in this case is going to be money, his function is 6 over 5,000x. And just to demonstrate what that means, the 6 is his swag, as we already know. 6 is Kanye West's swag. 5,000 is a constant in this case. We're just going to keep it constant, probably bitches per week. Bitches, it's a constant. It's based on swag, so it'll vary between people. So, and then x is money. So, x is money. And then we can see base God's equation, g of x we're going to call it, and his swag is infinite, but he gets 30,000 bitches and x money. But for this example, we can't say his swag is infinite because that kind of just defeats the purpose of learning about swag discontinuity. So we're just going to say it is 9,001, so it's over 9,000. So yeah. So if you notice, if you're getting bitches and not getting any money, let's draw this graph. If you're getting bitches and no money, there's going to be a glaring discontinuity. See, if x is 0 here in either equation, doesn't matter how much swag or bitches you have, you're going to have the denominator is going to be 0, and that obviously. We've taken Calc 1 through 3. You know that you can't have a function over 0 because it's just going to be a removable discontinuity. So there's going to be a hole here. And, you know, it's going to be a problem for the function. So what you need to do is you need to take this function and make sure you have money. And as I discussed before, you use the bitches to money ratio based on preferences and background. And you have to transfer bitches into money to make sure that the money is not equal to 0. See, preferably, you'd have all money and one bitch to maximize it. So, you'd have to transfer using the B to M ratio, bitches to money ratio. Kanye has a B to M ratio, we've already discussed, of 1 bitch to $100. So you know, this is money, this is bitches. And base God, he gets a lot of bitches, but not as much money, because he's not as popular, and he doesn't come from as good of a background. So, we're going to remove this discontinuity by changing bitches to money. Bitches to money. So, this function, let's start with base God's function. We're going to change this function. We're going to say 9,001 swag, which is a lot more than 6, but let's say he has 5,000 bitches. So he's reduced his bitches from 30,000 to 5,000. So he's decreased his bitches by 6 times. So, if we change all 25,000 bitches to money, he'll get $250,000. Correct me if I'm wrong. $250,000. Whoops. While still maintaining 5,000 bitches. And this swag allows him to do that because Kanye only gets 5,000 bitches. So, the 5,000 bitches that he gets, he still has 0 money, and he's at a discontinuity, and that's no good. So, the 9,001 swag allowing him to have this many bitches allows him to get $250,000 and still have the same amount of bitches as Kanye West. So that's pretty much swag discontinuity for you right there. Yeah, that's.
Can you draw a graph?
Draw the graph.
Yeah, okay. I can draw the graph. Of course I can draw the graph. It looks like a parabola. You wouldn't think that from the equations, but that's definitely right. And base gods, because he has more swag, I might have to draw over this. You know what this means. We already discussed this. Here, let me get the eraser out. See, base gods, it's just like,
Get on the wall here.
it's just like, it just goes on and on. See, if you transfer the bitches, see, this is like bitches. No, this is like money. This money, yeah, it's like bitches. It's like he has more bitches that he can just transfer for more and more money. Like you can just disregard this side because you're not gonna have negative bitches. It's obviously not possible. So yeah, he can transfer his extra bitches into money, and pretty much that's what determines, like, still in discontinuity terms, base god's higher swag will give him more money and bitches. So in this case, he's actually greater than Kanye West in this situation, whereas in the first situation, base god was worse off than Kanye West because of the differences in B to M ratio. However, it depends on your preferences, of course, because Kanye can have 1,000 bitches and still make $400,000, which is more. He can make 400,000 if he transfers 4,000 of his bitches, and he'd have 1,000 bitches. And whereas he has 5,000 bitches, $250,000. Whoops. See, it comes down to preferences. We know base god prefers bitches over money. So I think they're both happy. I think Kanye would be happy with 1,000 bitches and more money than base god. So that's pretty much it. That's all I really need to know about swag discontinuity. Easy.